Ladies and gentlemen, Governor Mike Huckabee.
Well, goat milk makes some great goat cheese, and that's healthy for you, and it's becoming very popular in grocery stores and restaurants all over America. But there's one family making another healthy product out of goat milk, soap. And they've turned it into a family business. You're going to learn about it when we come back. My next guests are a family who are teaching their 8 children the value of hard work and earning a living. And they're doing it by making and selling goat milk soap. On this farm in Charlestown, Indiana, Jim and PJ Jonas live with their kids. And their kids. They homeschool their 8 children. The youngest is 6, the oldest 17. But before and after class, the Jonas kids go to work at the family business.
Goat milk stuff.
Each child has a specific job in the soap making process, from milking the goats to molding the soap, cutting the soap, packaging the orders. And shipping them out. Well, by the way, each child gets a salary for their part in this very successful business, which has shipped out orders to all 7 continents. Please welcome PJ and Jim Jonas and their 8 children, and we're going to talk to them in just a little bit as well. Jim, PJ, so nice to have you here. When I first heard this story, I was just inspired by the fact that there's a family that's doing anything together, much less running a business together with 8 children. A remarkable story. How in the world did this all come about to start making soap out of goat's milk?
Well, I had the children in the bathtub all day, and while they were just playing and splashing around, I looked at the baby wash that I had always used and couldn't believe that it was filled with chemicals that I didn't want on their skin. So I decided I was going to make my own soap. And I just did a bunch of research, and when I learned how to do it, I made it and put it in the shower. And when I did that, my husband's fingers stopped cracking and splitting. And I thought to myself, wow, I knew the goat milk was really good to drink, but it was really good for your skin as well, because it helped with his dry skin. So I thought I could make a business out of this.
That's amazing. You know, and I've got a bar of the goat's milk soap here. Actually smells pretty good, you know. And,
yeah, doesn't smell like
Jim,
goats.
when your wife said, okay, we're going to make soap out of goat's milk, what was your reaction to all that?
I had no problem making the soap. That was great, you know. It really did wonders for my skin, so that was huge. But there were many nights that I would come home from work and we couldn't have dinner because we had soap piled high on the dining room table. And so we ended up having a picnic on the floor of the living room or something while we had to package more stuff. And so we had to make a change. And so we ended up moving into another building and growing and growing and growing. You know, we've got a whole new property. It's just been fantastic.
You know, my first reaction when I was hearing about soap made out of goat's milk was that, gosh, when I was a kid and having my mouth washed out with soap, this would have been so much better. Where were you guys way back when? I could have used this at that time. I don't think, however, it's probably for human consumption, just human use. Is that fair?
Yeah, I tell people it may look good and smell good, but it still tastes like soap.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to know that. Getting the children involved has been a major part of what's made this all work. How many hours a day are you guys having to devote to making the special soap?
It really goes depending on the type of year and the time of the season and where we're at. So it's something that we take care of the goats first. That's always the priority because they're living animals, so the children take care of that. Then we get the orders shipped out for the day. After that, it really just depends on what the biggest priority is. But a lot of the children's schoolwork, because we homeschool, is involved with the business. So they're doing a lot of their math, learning about the financials for the business and their customer service. They learn how to speak to people and dealing with customers and answering emails and phone calls, so a lot of it gets integrated as well.
I want to meet the kids. I would love to find out what they're learning about how much the government takes in taxes. That would be interesting. But we'll go straight. I want to start down here at this end, and I'll ask you to do this. Tell me your first name and then what you do in the soap making process.
I'm Brett, and my job is to ship out the orders quickly and accurately.
I'm Jade, and I do the bagging.
I'm Coulter, and it's my job to make the soap.
I'm Emery, and I'm the barn manager, so I sweep the hall, feed the goats, and milk them.
I'm Indigo, and I run the retail room.
I'm Fletcher, and I'm the tour guide, which means that I am responsible for showing everybody around goat milk stuff.
I'm Graydon, and I feed the baby goats. I'm Hewitt, and I milk the goats.
Wow. Give them a hand. These guys are all hardworking young Americans. I love this. They're all learning responsibility. They're learning how to run a business. You know, things that obviously there's some people that have been elected to Congress and the White House who haven't learned what these guys know. I wonder if we could pass on those wonderful lessons. Did you think it would grow as big as it has turned into, PJ?
I had no idea that it was going to reach the scope that it has. You know, I really wanted, when we started it, I wanted to teach the children that work was a good thing. And I wanted to use goat milk stuff to show them that if you can find work that you do that can help people and that you enjoy doing, that's the best kind of work that there is. And being able to do it together as a family, it doesn't get any better than that.
What a beautiful story. Great to have you here, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
The Jonas Family and goat milk stuff.
Work hard.
Get dirty. Use good soap.
Goat milk stuff. Don't forget, subscribe today.